This is the plaintiff, Brenda Thomas. She says she brought her elderly mother to get her hair done, parked her car, walked her mom into the salon, and in the time it took to do that, another car parked behind her and blocked her in. She then got a ticket for parking in an unauthorized space and was then towed by the defendant. The whole day was a nightmare. She feels she was unfairly towed and is suing the defendant for the $180 she was forced to pay. This is the defendant, G. He says he's only allowed to tow a car which has been ticketed by the cops first, and that's just what he did. He's been in business a long, long time and has seen it all, but this lady, the plaintiff, takes the cake. He's accused of ruining someone's day.
Okay, Brenda Thomas?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are suing the tow company. You've asked us not to use the company name and not to use your name and to refer to you by a letter G.
Yes.
Okay. For $180 for a tow that you had to pay them for that you say they illegally towed your car. What's going on?
Yes, Your Honor. On October 30th, I pulled up in front of a driveway, which I know the owner because my office is 2 doors down. I took my mom out, who is 89 years old, to the hair salon next to my office. I took her into the salon, went into my office, and came back out. I had spoken to a gentleman before, and he said, I'm just going across the street to the HSBC bank. I will be right back.
Wait, you had spoken to a gentleman before and he was going to the bank? What?
I spoke to a gentleman before. I wanted a parking spot, a legal parking spot, and he said he'll be right back. So
wait, I'm not understanding you.
Okay.
I left off on you parked you pulled over to take your 89-year-old mother out to go to a salon. You pulled over where? Where did you?
Where? Right in front of the garage.
Okay, so were you blocking a driveway?
I was partially blocking.
You were illegally parked. It wasn't a parking space.
Yes, it was on parking
Now, were
space.
you stopped or were you parked?
I stopped, took my mom out.
Okay.
I had to turn the vehicle off.
Okay.
And I took her to the salon, which is next to my office. And I went right back to the car. While I was going back to the car, I saw Matthew pulled up behind my car.
Who is Matthew?
Matthew is the person who drives the locksmith vehicle.
The locksmith.
The locksmith.
And the locksmith is who?
The locksmith is...
The business you were parked in front of?
No, the garage that they use.
Okay, and what happened?
And I said, you are not going to let me get a ticket. I'm right here. I'm going to move my vehicle into the space
Wait,
ahead.
why are you saying that to him?
Because he stopped a traffic agent.
Oh, he was mad because you were blocking him?
Yes.
Had he said, hey, you need to move, and you wouldn't?
No, he
Because you were
didn't-
waiting for that other guy to come out of the bank to take the space? Because space is at a premium? Yeah, I know your number.
No.
All right,
no.
So you got
you're-
a ticket, and you got a ticket for how much?
$95.
All right, and then what happened?
Went in my car, moved it ahead, and I parked. I was so annoyed at getting the ticket. So I left the ticket there and just walked back to my office.
Is this a metered parking area?
Yes.
So did you put any money in the meter, or you figured the ticket might get you to snake by that one?
There is a space behind the meter. I have the pictures. There's a space right there where you can park.
Is it a metered parking area or isn't it?
It's not a metered parking area.
So there's meters, but the space you parked was not metered.
Not metered.
How'd you get that lucky? Show me what you're talking about.
That's, okay. I wrote on the back of it.
This is the salon.
Yes.
Okay.
That's where my vehicle was towed from illegally.
Okay, on that side?
Yes, right there.
Okay, but how could there be a non-metered spot in a metered parking area?
Because the last meter is right by the laundry mat. And beyond there, it's a vacant lot, and you have 2 cars can park there.
So what happens?
I went in my office, and I was in there waiting for my mom to get her hair done. And when I came out...
What time did you drive? Was your mother's appointment?
My mother's appointment was like 3 o'clock because I don't work on Saturday.
When did you come out of your office? How much later?
When I came out, it was 5 o'clock.
And what happened?
I noticed my vehicle was gone.
Okay.
I called the 70 precinct, and the officer who answered the phone said, "We did not tow your vehicle, ma'am." He said, "I'll give you a phone number. You can call these people and see if they towed your vehicle."
Okay.
He gave me the telephone number.
Of this company?
Of this company.
And you called?
I called them, and he said, we towed your vehicle. I said, "Towed my vehicle? For what reason?" He said, "For blocking the driveway." I said, "I wasn't blocking the driveway. I got a ticket."
Well, you were blocking the driveway, but you're
Yes.
saying I wasn't blocking the driveway when you towed my vehicle. I just left
That's
my
correct.
ticket on there. So what you're saying is that they assumed that
And
because there
he
was a ticket
said,
on the
"Ma'am,
car
I am-"
that you were illegally parked at that moment, and so they towed you. What? Tell me, G, if that is your real name, G. Okay. Tell me what? Do you have a contract with the city that allows you to tow when there's a ticketed vehicle? What's your deal?
No, anybody that has a private driveway, it could be you at your house or whatever. If there's a car blocking or obstructing your driveway, you have to call 311 to get the ticket. And once you get the ticket for the driveway, you can call any tow company you want.
Wait, who's you? When you say you can do this, you can do that, who are you talking about?
Whoever's the property owner, whoever's
Okay, but
property that is.
are you suggesting a property owner called you?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
The same person that does the ticket, whoever gets the ticket, is the same people that usually calls for the tow
Whoever
truck.
gets the ticket.
Whoever stops the agent or call the agent to give the ticket is usually the same person that calls the tow company. 'Cause
Okay,
other
do
than
you
that,
have just give me evidence then that they called you.
I don't have any evidence from that. They just call on the phone. Because that's what I'm saying. Other than that, I don't know about a ticket. There's no way for me to know that she's getting
Well,
a
yeah,
ticket.
you would see a ticket on a windshield, and then you figure you can tow.
I'm not going to ride around checking every ticket on every car, man. Because
No, I'm
tickets are
sure
for
you wouldn't. I'm
anything.
sure you just tow when there's a ticket and not check that maybe the ticket was old and from a different location.
So if she's right that she moved the car and it still got towed, who's responsible here?
The tow truck company. He didn't follow the letter of the law. He followed the letter of his instructions. She moved to a lawful spot. She was in the right.
You all agree with that?
Yeah, I do agree. We do agree.
Okay, fair enough. Consensus down here. We're going inside the courtroom.
Who did the tow? You?
No, my driver.
Where's your driver?
No, he's working right now.
So you come instead, and you don't know anything about the tow. Instead of bringing me the guy who knows who can testify against what she's saying. She's saying that she was in a legal parking space and had moved it after her ticket. And you neither bring me any evidence that all you have to do is call them and say, "Hey, I need an affidavit from you saying you called me because I need to prove this is a legal tow." That's all you'd have to do is call the company that called you and asked you to tow. And you can't do that. You don't bring me a phone record that would prove that they called you. And you don't bring me the guy who towed to say where he towed from.
No, our legality is the ticket. Once there's the ticket issued, when we get there, when we get to the car, we make sure the ticket's for the driveway. It can't be for street cleaning. It can't be for anything other than the driveway. Now, if I had towed her car illegally...
You didn't tow anything. Why would you not bring me the guy who towed the car? See, I got to make sure you're not doing exactly that, which is, hey, I see a ticketed car. All right, good, let's go, because that'll give me a chance to make $180. Your guy, who obviously you're in the business of towing. You're not in the business of bringing hot chocolate to people. You're bringing the business of towing, because that's when you get the 180 smacks.
Yes,
okay, so why would you look at me like, well, why would I do that? Well, that's why you do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now, she says, I moved the car from there. If the car had been there, then you're right. Because her ticket was issued at what time? Show me the ticket.
3:35.
Right. And that after she got the ticket, which was as soon as she got her mother into the salon, she gets that ticket at 4:14, according to your tow receipt, is when you tow her. I don't know if that's accurate or not accurate. But she says that right after her 3:35 ticket, she moved into a legal parking space. And that what your guy did was see a car, it's not at a meter, it's got a ticket, and he took the car. But she's saying, Judge, this is a legal parking space. They towed me for parking in a driveway, and I wasn't in front of a driveway at that point. That ticket was for another spot. If your premise is, Judge, I towed that car because it was blocking this guy's driveway, just prove to me that the guy had you towed the car. That's easy. People bring me an affidavit from the business owner who called them. You know, they show me their phone records that show that there's a call from that business. It's so easy. You didn't do any of that. Return the lady's $180. Verdict for the plaintiff.
We'll see what the defendant has to say. You know, the tow truck drivers usually win, and they usually have the paperwork. And how'd you manage to lose this case?
I have no idea, boss. Like I said, I've never heard anybody ever moving their vehicle and leaving the ticket on the vehicle. It just seemed very strange.
Why didn't you bring the tow truck guy, the man? Why didn't you bring the man so he could have testified as to what happened down there?
Well, usually with these situations, I mean, I don't even need the driver. This is pretty much self-explanatory, so I don't know. Different situation.
So you're going to change the way you do business out there?
I do business the same way.
We might see you again then.
Maybe so.
All right, right around the corner there.
All right.
All right, so step on in here. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
You beat the tow truck company.
Well, he towed somebody's vehicle who is very educated, and that's why he didn't get away with it.
So they should never tow educated people's cars, right?
Because I moved my vehicle immediately. I know better than that.
All right, congratulations. Harvey?
Okay, Kurt. Simple principle here. Even if you park somewhere where you shouldn't, and if you get ticketed, means that you did something unlawfully. If you move it and you're in a lawful place, the tow truck company can't move your car.